Good morning, Raiders. What a long night it was. Um, a lot of the school districts around here were doing their Board of Education nights and board meetings and making their decisions on how they're going to move forward and offer, including Wayne-Westland, which I stayed up for and watched the entire thing. Which an hour and a half of it was beginning was parents just talking about their concerns and what they wanted, and then they had a regular business meeting of the board, and then their superintendent put in his requests and his wants for the board to approve on, which they did. So Wayne-Westland approved that they're going to be online only, at least for the first quarter, and then they'll see from that is. That does not affect us at all here at St. Matthew. We are continuing with our plan, our, let me grab it real quick, document that I've been putting together for the Michigan Department of Education. I had submitted my first plan to them that we fine-tuned after our parent meeting, and waiting to hear back from Michigan Department of Education, making sure that they approve it. And then we'll make sure that you guys understand exactly everything. One of the things that we need to start doing is looking at which students, who of you want to have the online portion when we start in phase 4 or in person. So an email will be coming out from Tammy soon to asking you guys to respond and letting her know if you're going to go to the online route or the in-person. Now, with that said, we can always adjust if one way is not working out for you or for your child. Like maybe you want to stay at home and you realize online learning isn't the best way for your child to learn, that we do have some flexibility in moving that. Here at school, we're continuing to work to get everything ready, all the floors waxed, everything cleaned again, installing different items, purchasing cleaning products. I'm waiting to hear back from, again, Wayne-Westland to see if we get this money. They are pushing for us to get our $23,000 to help us buy supplies and signs and things that we need to get for mandates. If they don't, I will be purchasing those soon anyways. The other thing is Vicar Roshi sent me this article last night, and I thought it was a satire piece. It obviously is written by somebody that is in fear or doesn't understand this, at least our school. It talks about 6 ways, I think, or 8 ways parents are being lied to, and about being back in school. And the first one is about there's no socialization. Our kids are going to socialize. Yes, they may be as little bit of far apart as much as possible. And yes, it may be at times with a mask on. But I know our kids want to see each other and be part of each other's lives, and they miss that immensely. And we'll do everything possible for in-person to make sure that everybody stays safe, but also be able to socialize with each of their friends. Second one, that kids are going to be unhappy. I don't see this at all. In fact, I know for my 2 boys, they cannot wait to get back in school. They are so happy that school will be starting. Even if they have to wear a mask all day, they're looking forward to being back here and being, again, with their friends and with their teachers and learning in a little normal style. Your kids will be taught by someone who's unqualified. Well, that doesn't apply to us because all of our teachers are highly qualified. They have teacher's license. We go through professional development through Michigan Department of Education. We have what they call sketches that they can earn to make sure that their licenses are renewed. I just put in one for me for my last principals conference. I got three credits, $10, but all of our teachers are highly qualified, and of course they love your kids, which is more important at times. If your school doesn't have air conditioning, your kids are going to cook. All of our classrooms have air conditioning. Even the older classrooms, they have window units, so that's not an issue. Excuse me. It's allergies, I promise. But we are looking at how also can we make sure air is being flown through the hallways nicely and continuously to keep kids safe. And again, we're keeping things clean. We have already bought a bunch of different items that we need to keep items clean and refresh, and we have more coming on the way. The fifth one was your kids are still going to be staring at a screen all day, even if they're in person. That's not true. We know the benefits when to have online learning or benefits of screen time, but there's a reason why we limited only 3 lessons last spring. It's because we didn't want kids sitting 8 hours a day in front of a screen. And even now, if you pick the online version, it may be more than 3 lessons a day. It'll be about 4 to 5, just to make sure that they get a quality education and everything that we need to get them. But they still won't be spending 8-9 hours on the screen. And then in person, they're not going to be doing that too. We're about to have a teacher shortage. There is a teacher shortage, but our teachers are on fire. The best staff ever. They're all hardworking. They're ready to step up to the game and be able to do what needs to be done, even if it means working double time as in person and then online. The teachers aren't on board. Our teachers are. It may not be the best ideal situation, but we had a teacher meeting, faculty meeting, and we spent hours talking about the challenges that's going to be to offer both in person and online, and the reasons why we think it's good, reasons why we think it's not good, and all the teachers said this is what we need to do to be able to provide a best education possible for your kids. This isn't going to last. That's the only thing that's remotely might be true. We don't know. We are kind of under the governor's mandates, and if she does decide to move us back to phase 3, we are forced to go back to online learning. But again, with our Latchkey program and Miss Jamie, we are working on being able to offer, at least for some parents, an opportunity to have a Latchkey program if we are in phases 1 through 3. There may be some mandates on that. We're waiting to hear back from Laura, that's the association that license our daycare, and making sure that we follow all their rules as well. So a lot of information in this short video. I wanted to get this out to you guys because I know many of you were watching or at least reading all the Facebook comments and posts about Wayne-Westland and what they're going to do. But again, that does not mean we have to follow Wayne-Westland. It's just like a snow day. We do not have to follow Wayne-Westland for a snow day. But if we want to, we can. If we don't want to, we don't have to. It's always nice to see what they're doing, and because we do have some families that are in our school and in Wayne-Westland schools or Livonia schools. So I always look at what all of our local public schools are doing, as well as our local private schools are doing. But we're moving forward with our phase 4 plan, which is to give you guys the options of in-person or online. And Tammy will be sending that email out soon, so please respond as soon as possible so we can start making arrangements and making sure that our online version of Google Classrooms are good to go. So if you have any questions, please give us a call. Please share any information with your friends or families that you have in the area. I know there were tons of people that were not happy with Wayne-Westland's decision last night. And I understand where they're coming from, where Wayne-Westland's coming from. It's a tough decision, especially when you're thinking about schools that maybe have 1,600 students in their high schools, and how are they going to keep all those kids safe? We are blessed sometimes to being a smaller school and be able to do things differently than a big public school. So thank you guys for being awesome parents, and you'll be getting more information within the next few days and weeks as we really wrap up to the first day of school. So God bless you guys. Have a great day.